This time on Street Rat Garage, we are back with my auction win, a fully functional and complete 2015 Ford Explorer police car. Let's get started. Now, I bought this car from govdeals.com. If you've seen some of my other auction videos, you will have seen me bid on vehicles from govdeals.com. I bought the Chevy Tahoe. I bought 3 Chevy Tahoes from there, and 2, 3, 4, maybe Dodge Chargers, something like that. I think 4 Dodge Chargers that we bought from govdeals.com. So it's a really good place to find used governmental vehicles. So the state of Ohio, Indiana, what have you, they will list their vehicles, surplus vehicles, on this website. You can go and bid on them. It's real simple, real easy to do. Usually they take all the markings off, they take the police lights off, but for some reason in Ohio and some other states, but Ohio is really good about just getting rid of the whole thing, just leaving the lights and everything on. But this one, it's a little bit different. They usually take at least the stickers off, but let me show you something right here. They didn't actually remove the stickers, the decals. They took spray paint and painted over the stickers. This one said paramedic as well, so this is some sort of sheriff / paramedic vehicle. So they actually, yeah, they didn't take the stickers off, but they covered them up so it doesn't say sheriff, or you can't really read it very good at a distance. You have to get really close. So I believe their deal is that, you know, you can't sell it. You're supposed to disable the lights. We'll get into that later. You're supposed to disable the lights and get rid of the decals on it. Well, they got rid of the decals in, well, kind of the lazy way. They just spray paint, simple spray paint over vinyl stickers. You know the bad thing about putting spray paint over vinyl? Yeah, well, it has a tendency to rub right on off relatively easily. Kind of like that. So pretty much just a little bit of mineral spirits and a little time, and all of it comes right back off. And just like that, now we have a fully marked sheriff deputy / paramedic. Now it has a badge here. I already tested it on the other side. It will remove the it will remove the markings off of the badge. If you could rub it real light and take your time and get it off, but it'll eat through the actual paint on the badge as well. But if you were to go through this gently enough, you could restore that. You'd have to be real careful with this one, but that's not what we're gonna do. We're actually just gonna go ahead and remove the stickers, so it doesn't matter. But just to give you an example, this is what we could have if we really wanted to. Spray painting over the vinyl, it doesn't do any good. A little acetone solves that problem easy. Now I'm not even going to strip down all the paint off of the star so you can see, because I don't want you to know what sheriff department is not quite smart enough to remove their decals, their logo and their lettering off of their vehicles. And I mean, just anybody with a little patience can restore the star without damaging the paint underneath of it. As you can see, I got the name covered up, but you can still see all the design on there. So yeah, if you're gonna sell your police car from your district, from your county, just use a heat gun and remove the stickers. That's what we're getting ready to do right now. We're gonna remove all these stickers off of here. So I'm not gonna sell this vehicle being fully marked up like that. We don't want anybody to pretend to be the police. And this is a prime example of how someone can buy an old police car and easily turn it into a fully marked police car capable of pulling anybody over at any time. Now, the other thing that they usually do in Ohio, or I noticed, they disable the lights. But as you saw before, the lights were working just fine on this vehicle. Well, if we look right here, this is a master amp or circuit breaker or what have you. If you push this button, nothing works. So that is pretty much their remedy to disable the entirety of the light bar and all the equipment there. So, but if we push this, if we push this breaker back down, well, then everything is ready to go again, just like that. So that's all it takes. Now, the last vehicle that I bought from Ohio, they actually cut the wires on it, so there's just no way to use it, easily. I had to go back and splice the wires back together. I mean, it was easy enough, but this is way easy. I mean, it's not disabled. It's just a breaker, but it is what it is. It makes it a lot easier for me, and unfortunately, it would make it a lot easier for the wrong type of people. Now, this side, I did this one earlier just for a test, and as you can see, I went heavy on the acetone, and it just wiped all the lettering off of it. But yeah, if you use gasoline or something, it would be easy to get it off, but I definitely don't recommend doing that. Matter of fact, driving it around like this is kind of highly illegal. So I haven't even driven this one on the road. I wouldn't drive it because it had the red and blue lights on it. So it's a little bit iffy in the state of Indiana. Rather, you can ride around with these red and blues on there, but not functional. And it's definitely illegal to run around with the sheriff or police on your vehicle. Absolutely do not do that. I wouldn't even drive it if it didn't have the red and blues and only had the sheriff and they were painted over. You could still make out it said sheriff on it. So it's not a good thing. You don't want to give them any excuse to pull you over for impersonating law enforcement. So we're taking all that off. That's just not the right thing to have on there. Other fun stuff this has, it's fully caged. It has a divider in there. Well, let's look at it. It has the window guards on here. It has the divider right here. It doesn't have a plastic seat in it, which I'm kind of glad. But for a tall person, this is not a lot of space. If someone like me was to get locked up, I'm not sure if I can even. Yeah. And I'm not going to close this door because there's no lock on it. If I close this door, I'm in here and I'm stuck. And somebody would have to let me out. There's a slider here, but there's a grid. And I'm not getting out of the back of this thing. So we're not closing this door. But yeah, not a ton of space. I don't think they were really designed to be comfortable. And let's see, what do we got back here? We don't have a tactical box like we do in the Tahoe over there. And it kind of looks like it may have had something back here. It might have taken that out, but it's caged all the way back here. So these windows right here and back here, kind of looks like there was something here maybe, but well, they took the spare tire. That's too bad. Yeah, that's it's fully equipped all right. Oh, the siren works as well. I'm not going to turn it on because I have neighbors over there and I don't think they would appreciate it. It's a little bit early in the morning right now. Some of them are probably still asleep. I don't think they would enjoy that at all. But yes, the siren works, the spotlight works, all that fun stuff works. I mean, they just pretty much drove this until the mileage was up, and they put it up for auction, and it's ours now. Oh, the red and blue lights. So this is really easy on, especially on this one. It's just the lenses that are giving it the color. So we can pop these blue and red lenses off. Actually, in the state of Indiana, you can run red all the way across the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those reds off of there and move them back here and take these blues off. So we're going to run reds all the way across the back, and then we got some clear lenses that we'll put on the front in place of these blues and those reds. And these are red and blues as well. We'll have to get rid of those. I don't even know why they have them mounted up here. That's kind of cheesy. They should have been in the grill. Yeah, there's no lights in the grill. You didn't have anything mounted there. That's weird. They got this. They're a little bit lazy here. So, improperly mounted lights. I mean, that's a little bit silly. Maybe they wanted it higher for visibility reasons. That could be. I don't know. Who am I to judge? But it's got a nice light bar on it, though. That's about, I don't know, used is probably about $300. New is probably about like $2,000. So I mean, they could have used that on another police car, I guess, but it's difficult to take all that apart, and they probably don't do wiring there. They probably just have somebody outfit it. So, oh, it's got this, it even has the antennas still on it. The two-way radios, and I don't know why it has two of them, but it has two of them. Probably a big county, I don't know, but it still has the antennas on it. So oftentimes they take those off as well. But they left that. I mean, they left pretty much everything on here. So this is ready to go. Okay, so the first thing I want to do to this is, I guess this is the second thing. I showed you all the fun stuff here. But the second thing we want to do is literally debadge this. So I am going to take my old heat gun here and heat up these decals pretty good. Not good enough to make them rip, but good enough to get most of the glue off. See, I ripped it. That was too much. I sat there and talked too long. Get these decals off. Oh, there, it's not coming off very good. Come on. There, it's starting to come. It's like it has two layers on it. I think there's a old or new badge stuck over the old badge there, which can happen when they change the logos. Yeah, there's something. Yeah, there's two separate badges on here. This is the old one. That makes it even worse. If you knew there was another badge underneath here, you could just come and pull the old badge off and have a nice looking new badge underneath of it. Well, it's not new looking, it's kind of faded, but anyway, I'm starting to reveal the name, so let's not do that. I don't know if that's the name of the town or the sheriff. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this off, then we'll come back and have a look at it. There you go. There's the old badge. Actually, it's in pretty good shape. I mean, it's just faded a little bit on the edges here. But yeah, they didn't even want to come in here and heat gun the old badge off and put the new badge on. I mean, it was the same one. This is covered up here is the name of the sheriff, and this is the county right here where it was. So I don't know, they just seem to be a little bit lazy. I'm just gonna sit here and remove the rest of this lettering off of this side and the other side, and then we'll come back and have a look and see what it looks like all in black. And we are back with the sticker all pulled off, decals pulled off. It has a residue still left on it. Now see, this is a lot better if you're going to sell something. At least you don't have to pull all the glue off. You can let somebody else do that. That's fine. But nobody's gonna be able to pretend to be the sheriff with all the stickers pulled off. Now this side I went ahead and wiped it down with some acetone and actually I used gasoline and acetone, but we got all the sticker and all the glue off of this side, so it looks way better on this side. I have to finish up the other side there, and we still have to do something about those lights, and then we can take it out for a ride. This is the only decal that I left on it, the In God We Trust right there. It had sheriff right there on the back as well. That was blacked out, so we'll leave that one, and then probably later we'll add a couple Street Rat Garage stickers to it. So let me hit this side with some acetone, and then we'll get to messing around with these lights a little bit. Okay, I am finally done. The glue, it takes a little bit longer to get off than the actual decal itself. So I learned a little bit too late. If you heat up the decal really good, give it a minute and then pull it off, it comes off easier. It doesn't leave as much glue. Well, I didn't learn that until it was about 75% done. But this is cleaned up. We just had to take the old acetone here. I used it all up, and then I switched to some gasoline, which actually works pretty well. So it's pretty good. It really could use the buffer run across it, and it needs to go down and have the guy at the car wash and have that cleaned off. But now we are to the point where we need to address this light bar. The light bar is just attached with some Torx bits. I believe they're T25s, but that's what holds these end caps on. So once we remove these end caps, these lenses here, well, they just sort of slide right on out. And underneath that, you simply have clear LED strobing lights. So the only thing that's given it is red and blue color is this particular lens cover. Now, some of them are opposite. Some of the light bars, I think this is a Wayland, the lenses are clear and they have different colored pods. Like these pods would be red, or actually blue. Those over there would be red pods, but you can also slide out these pods right here and replace those too. So we could put all clear lenses in here and then go back and put blue and red pods on here. But for now, I mean, that's not legal in the state of Indiana. What is legal for the state of Indiana is clear flashing to the front, amber flashing to the front for just regular people. You can flash green to the front if you are like a doctor or some sort of medical EMT, something like that. You have to get some sort of special permission, but you can run the lights on there, get some sort of certificate or what have you, but you can run green lights on there. I've rarely seen anybody ever do that, but it's a thing. And volunteer firemen here have all blue all the way across, and they can flash blue. The weird thing about volunteer firemen, they can flash these lights, but they are not supposed to speed. They're not supposed to will disobey any traffic laws. They can't go through stop signs, stop lights, or anything. They're just flashing lights going to their run, but they can't get there any faster than just driving in regular traffic. I really don't understand that one. But if you can explain that one to me, put it in the comments below. But anyway, that's what you get as a volunteer fireman here. All blues all the way across. Fire department runs red all the way across. Tow trucks run amber or clear. They can run amber or clear as well, but mostly just amber across. But we want to run clear across and then red on the back. So here you can run red on the back, pretty much anybody. And no blue on the back, just red, clear, amber on the rear. So let's get some different pods on the front here. Okay, let's get to sliding all of these guys off of here. Now these front lenses are longer than the lenses we're going to put on, but we stack enough of these together. Actually, that's these right here will come out about the same. Actually, we'll come out the same length. We can't run any of this red or blue on the front. So once we slide these off here, we're totally legal on the front. Even if we didn't have any lenses on it, now all of these are clear lenses. No reds, no blues. And then all that we have to do is take these clear lenses in here and slide these guys right on in there. And then these just go in as dividers. We have some extra one of these because we got more lights. We got more lenses we're going to use on the front, so we have to have more. And these, are these right side up? Or it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't look like. Slide these guys in here. Put another one in there. See, these aren't, or are they? Oh, okay, my bad. I forgot the divider. So with the divider, they're the same length. 2 equals the same length. So that means I can still run this long clear one. So let's undo that. We'll leave that one there. We'll slide this one here. This will be our center one for our takedown lights. The lights in the center are just not strobe lights. They're just steady lights. So we can put that in there. Then we can run this one back in here. So yeah, okay. I thought the two weren't as long as the one, but yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, something like that. All right, let me throw these in here and then we'll come back and have a look. And bam, all of the boring stuff is done. We got the blues off of there. We got the reds off of the front. I changed the end caps to clears because I had a couple of those laying around from a parts light bar that I had. And now I got all these extra red and blues. I have no idea what I can do with those. Sell them to a cop, I guess. That should do it. These on the end could use a little bit more buffing up. They're a little bit dull compared to the original one on the center, but we can do that later. So let's have a look and see what we have now. Oh crap. We still have red and blue pods. Isn't that lovely? Well, that's unfortunate. Went through all the trouble changing those over, and the red and blues on the front pods. Wow, I did not see that coming. Why would you have, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you have red and blue lenses? That is messed up. It's on the back too. Those are red lenses on the back, but the blue is, yeah, see the blue? Making that look purple. Great. Great and lovely. Oh no. Oh, what do we do now? Well, now we disconnect the light bar and go like that, I guess. Well, that was unfortunate. I wonder if I have enough red and blue pods laying around, or clear pods laying around here. I don't know if I do or not. I guess we're, wow, that's messed up. I was not expecting that, because if you have red and blue lenses, it's supposed to be clear on the inside, not red and blue. It's double, it's redundant. That's crazy. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna get it cleaned up, and we're gonna roll like that. This is good enough. We'll hit that switch that prevents any of the the electronics from working, so we can't accidentally hit it and turn those lights on. Okay, well, I am going to hit that button there, turn all the lights off so they're inoperable, and we're going to go for a little test drive. I have not driven this at all, besides back it in the garage and off the trailer, on the trailer. So we got to see if this will run. Okay, now it is off for a ride. Where is the AC fan buttons? Oh, it's got some weird buttons on it. Okay, turn that off so it's not so noisy. Peek out here and let's go for a ride. See if this thing is stable. There's more wrong with it. Take it around the block real quick. It's okay. It's a little chunky in the front end, but it's not bad. Maybe the sway bar links are a little bit loose or something like that, making a little bit of noise, but rides down the road just fine. Ride's smooth. The AC works. All in all, it's pretty good. It's just, wow, those lights, that light bar, that is jacked up. That is still red and blue like that, with those pods, red and blue pods on the inside and red and blue light lenses on the outside. You think that would make it more dull, having dual colors like that. It would probably be, it should be crisper with those clear lenses on it, with those red and blue pods on the outside like that. See, the thing is, the reason I wanted to get this ready is because I want to have this as a possibility for Hot Rod Power Tour, because I'm not trusting on that van to make it all the way down to past Missouri, Oklahoma. Ugh, the brakes are a little wavy, probably. Where'd you go? Probably because of the rust on them. I had to break the brake. I had to rock it back and forth when I went to load it on the trailer, because there was so much rust on the brakes that they had frozen up. So we got to knock some of that rust off the rotors, so that's no big deal. I mean, it runs good. And there's nothing wrong with the way it runs. I mean, we can still take this. If I take this, I'm definitely doing more disconnecting of these lights than just that little breaker. That's ridiculous. For whatever reason, if we were to get pulled over and they want to try to see if these lights work, I don't want them to stop falling. I don't want them to come on at all. So I don't want to have that responsibility. I don't think it is illegal to have red and blue lights on your car. It would be illegal to use the lights to turn them on. And I think it's a little bit questionable whether to have the red and blue lenses on the front. That's a little questionable. You get pulled over and questioned at least. And that's not a good look. I mean, we look like a security vehicle right now with just some clears on the front and some red lenses on the back. I don't think anybody would question that, especially if we letter this up with Street Rag Garage or Hot Rod Power Tour stickers and stuff like that on it. Nobody's going to question that. On the Ford Crown Victoria that I had, it had a sticker that said "Not a Cop." So we might have to get another one of those and put on the front and back some "Not a Cop" stickers. Just to be 100% clear, we're not a cop. We're not trying to be a cop. We're just driving an ex-cop car. But there you go. Man, it runs good. It runs really, really good. There is a check engine light on the dash though. I don't know why. This runs really good. So let's get back to the shop and make our decisions on what to do with this. Ugh, I have such a bad feeling about this. Now it is only 2 days. We only have 2 days left before Hot Rod Power Tour. Less when you see this video. Hot Rod Power Tour probably has begun or getting ready to begin. I'll probably put this out Saturday or Sunday. But this was plan C, and it is dangerous. It is really, really dangerous. I think we're good to drive this as is in the state of Indiana, maybe, but there still could be some police officers give us some problems. I mean, we could be pulled over. I've seen, security vehicles that look a lot like this get pulled over and just checked out. And if they want to see these lights, that would be definitely a problem, man. And I have to unmount these two and put something else in there. I want to take this, but I don't want to get arrested in another state because, like in California, you can't even have a light bar on top of your car, no matter what the color is, unless it's covered up. That's how I understand the California law. A private citizen is, even those movie cars, the light bar has to be covered, like one of those leather bag thingies or what have you. Oh, man, what do we do? Do we live dangerously, or do we do the right thing and go with like plan D? Or is this plan D? That's A, that's B, that's C, yeah, D. We're already up to plan D. Plan D, well, you're gonna find out. I'm not gonna tell you what happens. We're gonna try to make some videos on Hot Rod Power Tour. I don't know if I can do them every day, but we will try to get as many videos as possible while we're out there on Hot Rod Power Tour. And that is when you're gonna learn what I am driving. Am I driving the van? Am I driving this questionable legality vehicle right here, or plan D, which I have not told you what it is yet? Well, stay tuned and find out. And that is going to wrap it up for this episode of Street Rag Garage. Until next time.